So here's where we're at. It's gonna feel good. We haven't really had many sunny days here in Ontario this year, so today is a very sunny day and I can feel myself getting sunburnt. But it's a good day to be out here working on this car. So we replaced the coil packs, didn't fix the issue. Replaced the spark plug wires, didn't fix the issue. Replaced the spark plug, it looked bad, didn't fix the issue. Trace back all the wiring. We're not getting power to the injector. So that leads me to two things. One, it's the computer, because it was so wet and it rained for probably a solid week before the demolition derby that maybe that computer got wet and it's no good. Or two, the harness on this engine is damaged. Like I said, this is a 97. These engines are getting older. These harnesses are getting older. So the wiring is getting more and more brittle. So the last thing I'm gonna do before saying that's it, because I don't have another harness to put on that, is we're gonna swap computers. It's a pretty easy step. Just unplug and replug. Well guys, I'm kind of leading, it might be a problem with the actual harness itself. So, I don't have a spare one. We can try to go through and fix it. Probably ain't gonna happen though. So, saying that, let's go fix the spindle. That's been an entire 2 hours wasted. And we've got nowhere. We've just thrown parts at it and not done anything, but let's throw some parts at that side and hopefully fix something at least. I was kind of really hoping all those parts that I threw at the car would make it run right. But apparently it's not really ready to run right yet. So it's still gonna need a bit more love apparently. But that's okay. Maybe the sun's getting a little bright on me. I'm a little fair-skinned. So, probably gonna wait until I can bring it inside the garage to be out of the sun. But it will get fixed. It will get fixed. Done this enough. Should have all the sizes memorized, but I don't. Let's get this spindle replaced. We're just gonna pull out the bottom ball joint, remove the axle, go from there. Put a new one on. Well guys, we got the spindle back on, we got it all replaced. It's really easy when you have all the parts sitting on the shelf. You guys have seen me change these things 100 times. Still a little down about the engine. I still think it's the harness. But maybe I should do a compression test on this engine, cylinder number 3, see what the compression is. If I dropped a valve, that's not good. That's not good at all. That'd be another engine that's down. I have like 4 engines with dead cylinders. So I guess that's the next step, is let's pull that plug back out and do a compression test. So, after a compression test, there we go. We have 200-ish pounds on this cylinder. So it's not a compression issue. I think it's either an injector issue or a harness issue. All right. So let's get through here and we'll try to diagnose this harness now, I guess. So I had to call Steven and we went through this engine together. And what I'm talking about is I have injector signal to all the injectors except cylinder 3. So the idea is that we get a, let me spin this around for you here. We got a spare injector off my shelf to put in spot of cylinder 3. As soon as we did that, down here at the ECU, I now have injector pulse to cylinder 4. So that, sorry, cylinder 3, that tells me that the injector to cylinder 3 is bad. Now, if any of you guys have ever done injectors inside of a Toyota Camry before, it sucks. So what we're gonna do is try to get as much space on the front of this as possible. We've pulled out the front motor mount, we pulled out this motor mount, and now we can try to get at those injectors. It's not gonna be an easy job. It's 2 12 mil bolts, I believe, maybe 10s. Then we have to pull off the whole fuel rail. I'm gonna probably turn on the fuel pump to get all the gunk out of it and then replace the one bad injector. I'm not gonna film it because I'm probably gonna get covered in gasoline and swear a lot, but let's get her done. Okay, so let's try to fire this. Let's try that again. Well, I have no idea if that fixed it, but we made one hell of a mess. Let's clean this up. Okay, so let's hook up the computer here. Oh no, I lost my key. Gotta go get my key again. Everybody makes fun of me for using Moretz. That's the end of the story. Other than the oil everywhere, it's a lot better. Well, so we got it running. I pulled out an old style injector and I put a new style injector in. There's no real difference in the injectors. Maybe a flow rate, maybe something like that. For what I need it for, there's no difference. I'm pretty sure that was a Toyota one. It may have been a GM one. It don't matter. As long as it plugs in and it works, it's happy to me. So we got all the motor mounts back in and the car runs now. Can't believe I had a Toyota injector fail. Maybe you can see the bottom of it. It's kind of rare to have Toyota injectors fail, but this car was sitting and it did have really bad fuel in it when we tried starting it. I'm pretty sure the whole tank was just filled with water. But these are proper Denso injectors. But this one thing right here, I think lost the Demolition Derby for me. I had no power to get out of any of the hits. It did run good before getting there. Maybe, I don't know, but I've had this happen once before, but this is definitely new. But thanks for sticking with us. This has been a lot of work to diagnose a problem, but we got it done. We tried 4 different computers, 2 new coil packs, new plug, new wire. We traced apart the harness to make sure all the wiring was good, and it all came down to this injector. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put more oil in it because I lost a lot of oil, and then put it into storage. We are done with this until we need it again. And when we need it again, we're probably going to put a different bumper on it and throw 1 or 2 repair plates on it because it is bent. So, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Has this happened to you before? Leave a comment down below. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you back here later on Zach's Workshop.